Hello and welcome to the Whiskey Closet. My name is Kevin and up next we have Pursuit United Bourbon Whiskey. Okay, this is Pursuit United's blended bourbon whiskey. I'm really excited to try this again. I had a pour of this at a bar and I remember that I loved it that night. We'll see if that continues tonight. This is a rather interesting bourbon. It is an adventure in bold flavors. Sign me up. It is selected barrels of rye and wheated bourbons which have been blended together in a unparalleled combination. It has spicy and fruity characteristics. That sounds right up my alley. Let's see what we got. What? I was all set to expect like a big, spicy, rich kind of flavor. And instead, I'm getting something more like herbal and grassy. I wonder if that's not some of the wheat characteristic coming across on the nose. In a much earlier episode, I reviewed Cleveland Whiskey's wheated bourbon, and I was getting like a cucumber characteristic, and I'm getting a little out of that same note out of this tonight. Like back then, I know that cucumber's the wrong note, but this isn't the first time I've experienced that, where wheated whiskeys to me make me think cucumber. That's just a weird brain connection. There's kind of an herbal rye, I think, in there as well. Yeah, maybe sort of in that kind of dill territory, but it's muted. Let's taste this. Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh, that is a journey. Wow. Okay. So immediately the mouthfeel, it wasn't like super rich, but it has this very interesting viscosity. It was the first thing I noticed. And then it opened with a nice kind of mellow sweetness, hard to describe just yet. I'll have to go back. And then it progressed. You get some proof. What is the proof? 108 proof. And then that proof turned into a spiciness in the finish. It was this whole journey. That was very fun. Getting more of the rye characteristic off the nose now too. Ooh, and it's gotten sweeter on the nose now. That happens to me a lot. After the first taste, go back and smell, and the nose will change a little bit. It happens to me all the time. Oh, I got much more honey that time. And a really nice, sweet charred oak characteristic. I'm liking this. Okay, it's time to go flavor hunting again. Here is Breaking Bourbon's review. Nose honeycomb. Yeah. Melted caramel. Sweet corn, apricot. Yes. Nut and a touch of cinnamon. Not sure about the nut, but sure to cinnamon. And palate, orange marmalade, peach, kettle corn, toffee, mild oak, and light herbal. Whoa. Orange marmalade. That's a really good note. Holy smoke, so is peach. You know how I was describing? It's like this really interesting journey because it opens a little bit with that kind of tangy, orangey, marmalade-y kind of thing. Sticky sweetness. And then before the finish really starts, but almost as an aftertaste, a little bit of a peach kind of vibe, like a very fresh peach. I like those notes. The whiskey wash has a couple of other notes. Oh, but I also get some lemongrass, a little bit herbal. That's what I got too. Oh man, I really like this though. This is very good. Okay, since it's the Up Next series, I'm going to compare the Pursuit to last episode's Peerless and see which one do I prefer. And we'll spin so it's at least semi-blind. Oh my goodness. That smells incredible. Wow. The baking notes in this, richness in this. It's got to be back to the Peerless, and I'm kind of surprised how much I'm liking this nose after having tasted Pursuit. I mean, I loved the nose when I did the Peerless review, but I didn't like the palate as much. Let's see. Yeah. That is a spicy boy. Wow, so much spice. Very drying. Shockingly dry spice proof. Again, the nose sets it up for like, it's gonna be so good, and then it's just this like one dry note. Number 2, there's that wheated soft character. Yeah, unmistakably the Pursuit United. Oh, it smells good. The nose on the first glass, though, is just incredible. The nose on this is so amazing. This nose has got a little bit of that sort of, I don't know, something a little funky, probably from the weeded character. The proof is really jumping out all of a sudden. I took a sip of water in between, and sometimes water makes the proof come back at me. Gosh, I don't know. Somehow now, a lot of those sweet characteristics that I was finding before aren't really jumping out at me. Based on the nose, I find it hard to believe that I'm wrong about which one I think is which, but the palate is surprising me. That's very weird. Why now I'm getting mostly just a dry, toasty oak impact. That whole ride and stuff that I experienced before isn't really happening. That's very strange. Is this just a back-to-back effect? Oh, the nose on the first glass. Well, that is weird. I'm going to have to pick between these two. I would take glass one. Peerless. That's very surprising because if you watch the two reviews, as I was tasting Peerless, I wasn't that into it. But as I was tasting Pursuit, this is the battle of the peas here, I was very into it. Pour them and tasted them heads up though, and I don't know, the flavors in the Peerless maybe just kind of overwhelmed some of the more subtlety or softness from the Pursuit. I'm shocked, but I'm sticking with having picked this one. Well, there you go. That is Pursuit United. I really, really liked it. Really, really liked it. And then when I tasted it against Peerless, I liked the Peerless better. Go figure. Well, this has been another episode of The Whiskey Closet. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time when we will taste whatever is next against Pursuit and see which one wins.